Question 3. Numerator and denominator. Let's study. Any fraction is equal to a top number, which is called our numerator. Then we have our fraction line, and the number at the bottom is called the denominator. So, for example, in the fraction 5/6, the 5 is the numerator because it is at the top, and the 6 is the denominator because it is below the fraction line. Now let's see what these words mean. Denominator. In any fraction, the number written below the fraction line is called the denominator. We have just seen that. The denominator tells us into how many equal parts the whole has been divided into. So looking back at our example, 5/6, the denominator is 6. This tells us that our whole has been divided into 6 equal parts. Therefore, we are working with sixths. Now, the number written above the fraction line is called the numerator. The numerator tells us how many of the equal parts into which the whole has been divided are taken. Now, for our example, we're working with sixths. Our numerator is 5. That means that 5 of the equal parts, or 5 of the sixths, have been taken. That is what the numerator means. Press pause to complete question 2 by yourself now. Now that you have done 2, let's look at the answer. For A, in the fraction 1/8, 1 is the numerator and 8 is the denominator. For B, in the fraction 5/6, 5 is the numerator. I'm just going to write N for numerator, and 6 is the denominator. I'm only going to write D. You must write out the full words. Let's look at 3. Each figure below has been divided into an equal number of parts. Complete the table for each figure. So for this figure here, we have 4 parts at the top and 4 at the bottom, so we have 8 equal parts in total. That means that we are working with eighths. So, automatically, if we are working with eighths, you must think the denominator is 8. 3 of the equal parts have been shaded, so our numerator is 3. So our fraction shaded is 3/8. 3 is our numerator and 8 is our denominator. If we look at B, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks going down, and we have 3 rows like that. We have 3 rows or columns of 4. Therefore, we have 12 blocks in total. Now, because we have 12 equal parts, we are working with twelfths, so our denominator is 12. Now, our shaded parts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So our numerator is 7. So our fraction which has been shaded is 7/12, or 7/12. Press pause to complete 3 and 4 now. Let's look at the answer for 4, true or false. In any fraction, the number written below the line is called the denominator. This is true. For B, the numerator tells us into how many equal parts the whole has been divided into. This is false. The denominator tells us how many equal parts the whole has been divided into. The numerator tells us how many of those equal parts have been taken.